So good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by Hellbutcher. He's the lead singer of his own band, and of course you know him because he used to be in another band. How do you say it? It's Nifelheim, right?
Nifelheim.
Nifelheim. So he used to be in that band, but that band in 2022 called it quits. So now he's with his own project, Hellbutcher, and we're here to talk about the debut album that's coming out on May 31st throughout Metal Blade Records. So first of all, Hellbutcher, how are you today in Sweden?
Well, it's okay. I'm a bit tired, but well, all good anyway.
Yeah, I see you love Iron Maiden.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my favorite band.
Nice. Yeah, the shirt, you have the poster behind you. So when your last band, you decided that you were no longer singing a band, I was reading that you feel that you have done more musically with this band in less time than what you did with the other band. I was curious, like why do you think that is so?
Yeah, well, it's because the band Nifelheim that I was I was playing in that band for like 35 years or something like this, and the thing was, it was very dysfunctional in many ways. Songwriting, everything was like a process. It took forever to make anything because in the band was also my brother, and we never agreed on anything, so it was just a lot of hassle all the time, and that's why I decided to go do my own band, to form my own band, and to be able to do just do a song if I want to, and not like argue too much about it. And because of that, I've achieved more. I've done an album, I've got a good record deal, I've got gigs coming up and everything, all that stuff in just about a year, so that's nothing in that nothing in the old band was ever that like in that fast paced, or whatever you say.
Well, let's blame your brothers. so maybe you're like the black metal version of Oasis.
Kind of.
Where you have the two brothers that hated each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like working bands that work with family or like boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know, it's
not to recommend, I can tell you.
Not a good idea.
No.
So now you're free, you have this album where you have full creative control. So when when the other band, you had to call it quits, like, did you know right away, like, the vision that you had for Hellbutcher?
Yeah. It was kind of clear to me exactly what to do. It was, I really, enjoy doing the music style that I'm doing, like the heavy metal inspired speed thrash black metal kind of
because it's
music.
just black metal, but it's more like that, like thrashy speed, like Venom.
Venom, but Venom is like the founders of black metal, so that's why I consider it to be black metal anyway, even if it's a lot of heavy metal influences to it. And well, I had I just wanted to continue to do the same thing as I had done previously, but without too much trouble all the time. So yeah, well, that was the like idea that I had, how the band would be like, and at least to start with.
I have you have some members from different bands, but also I think the drummer is from your last band, right?
Yeah. In the past, we had some drummers in between, but he was the drummer from 1999 to 2006, if I can remember, or 2005 maybe. A long time ago already. But we've still, kept contact and been friends and stuff like that. So when I was actually talking to him just like randomly, and then we both said like, well, we should start playing some proper metal, again, two of us. And that was the beginning of this band, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now there's 2 singles out that and there's a music video for the album that actually opens the album, The Sword of Wrath.
Yeah.
Great. It's just you guys performing, wearing all the leather. Why did you decide to have, first of all, it's the album opener, and to have it as the first single? Like, what went to deciding on that track in particular?
That track in particular, yeah, I think it's a strong track. Really, it's a showcases about what the band is about in a good way, I would say. It's with a like kind of epic intro that goes into a fast, headbanging frenzy kind of style, and then you have some powerful chorus, and it's just a song that shows what the band is about, more or less.
Okay. And for you, Hellbutcher, how would you say your writing has changed from now to your previous band? Like, do you write differently now, or do you think you're keeping like the same style that you always have when it comes to writing?
Yeah, well, it's sometimes it's hard to see what you're doing yourself. So, but what I've heard other people said is that this new band is a bit more inspired by classic heavy metal. It's more, it have some more metal influences rather than like blast beats and black metal things.
It did sound more like to me it sounds more like classic metals, like your Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, than like black metal. Only that the black metal aesthetic in the vocals, but yeah, it has a lot of like heavy metal to me.
Yeah.
So and the lyrics for you, like, has that changed your process of writing lyrics?
No, I'm just stuck in my ways,
So usually when you're writing lyrics, like, when you went to start this album, to write this album, did you have like themes that you wanted to cover, or you just started the process and see what flowed?
For a few songs, I had some idea about a concept, but most of them, usually I do the music first, and then I get the vibe of the song, and then I try to come up with a lyrics that fits the music. It's not the opposite for me, because I think that, to me, the music is the biggest part, and so I try to get the kind of vibe from the actual music to come up with some idea for the lyrics. The song called Death's Rider, I remember I was just aiming to do the most, like, without having any restraints or whatever it's called, just do a song. I know there are other songs called Death's Rider, but I thought, like, I'm not gonna have, I'm not gonna think like that. I'm just gonna do a song without thinking too much about.
But if you think that in metal, like, you won't, like, I don't know, like, I think there's always a time that you're gonna have titles that would be the same.
Yeah, I guess.
At some point in time, after like 40 years of metal, like, there's bound to be some repetition, because I don't know. It's just
it's more or less impossible to come up with something that no one else have done this far, But anyway, I thought, like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
sorry,
Rider, but that would have sucked.
Yeah. So I just did that. That was just a very classic. I thought it could have been on an old album by, a band like Venom or whatever, from the early 80s. That was what I was trying to achieve with that one.
Yeah, and you have a second single that it's out now called "The Hordes of the Horned God."
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that one.
yeah, it's another. That's a song I had the riffs for the verse. I've had it for a few years actually, and I never, really finished the song. I couldn't come up with the rest, but then I was in the mood of, inspired by some reason, and I just came up with the rest of the song and the song structure, everything, and it turned out to be really, in my taste, really good song. And the lyrics. I was listening to a band called Dissection from Sweden.
Oh,
I think most people know them, and I like their, like I really like Dissection. So I got that vibe into it in some sense as well. At least I tried to do it.
okay, yeah, makes sense. But there's other styles, like for example, Violent Destruction is really like a thrash metal song in like
Yeah,
and it reminded me of like something like thrash metal, but the thrash metal from Germany, like say Creator and Sodom. It had that.
yeah.
Were you going for that?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing was that I didn't think about anything when I did the song. They just came out, So afterwards, someone else have to figure out what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me show the artwork of the record. The artwork basically, this is you because I saw the music video, and at first in the music video you came out wearing exactly this same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks very cool. So tell me a little bit about like who did the artwork and the inspiration.
Yeah, it was. The thing was, I planned when we were planning for our first gig. I was thinking of that I should have some, like stage outfit that was a little bit different, and I came up with the idea of having a executioner's mask or whatever, and I was doing this what is it called, executioner's mask or hood or whatever it is called, and I came up with putting some studs, like a inverted cross over the face, and so it was actually the stage clothes that came first, and then I thought, well, I could use that as a album cover as well, to use that same kind of figure or character on the album cover.
Yeah.
So
So now,
basically,
will
it's
you do
basically,
like the classic Iron Maiden and have that same character on every cover?
I haven't decided really, but maybe it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just the executioner doing different styles. Like maybe you
Yeah,
could have an executioner for an album, like on the beach.
yeah. Well, yeah, you can come up with anything, but the basic idea was to have something that was really straightforward, just like the music, like not just straight on, no one could confuse this album with something that, like, it's obvious it's a metal album when you look at the cover.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that this is a metal album cover.
Yeah, exactly. That was the main the main thing for me, to make people see that this is metal, nothing else, so they don't expect anything else than pure metal when they see the album cover.
I think you succeeded. No one's gonna say like this is surely a pop record.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think anyone's gonna say that. So now when the record is out and you guys are going to do shows and tour, how like if the fans ask for you to play stuff from your old band, will you do that as well, or do you just want to focus on the Butcher?
I have right now, I have no plans to do it because I'm just tired of that band at the moment. But eventually in the
But then you
future,
have to pay your brother.
yeah. Well, I've done some songs there by myself, so it would be okay.
Yeah.
But I have no plans for that right now because this is a new band. I mean, I don't see it as my solo project really. It's a band, you know.
A new band,
Yeah, it's a new band. So we will try to focus on our own songs. Maybe we'll do some covers. Maybe we will do some Nifelheim song in the future. I don't know yet.
Yeah, just the fans need to listen to new stuff, and yeah. But I know because I'm sure some fans will ask. So
they will probably they
will probably ask.
You know, but we will see.
You will see, yeah. So
yeah.
So Iron Maiden is one of your favorite bands. So like which era of Iron Maiden is your favorite?
I think all eras are great, in different ways. I was a huge fan following Iron Maiden when Blaze Bayley was in the band as well. And it was a great experience because you got 2 gigs with a smaller crowd, but everyone that was there was totally dedicated. When you go to a concert with 60,000 people or more, there are a lot of people they're just there to, like, should we go to the movies or should we go to a concert, something like that, not really into it the same way as
I'd rather go to a concert.
Yeah.
Well, I'm anytime.
Exaggerating a bit, but you just to get the idea of what I'm trying to say, that it was a very intense, atmosphere. It was a different vibe when he was in the band, and I liked it. It was really great, and I mean, I really enjoy them still, because their stage production, this stage, everything is so amazing, so it's I like all of it.
Yeah. So watching the music video, I'm guessing that when you guys play live, you're gonna have the whole, the image is very important for this style of music. Like tell us a little bit of like how you like plan the image of the band and what people can expect live from Hellbutcher.
Yeah. I can there will be the more we have to start somewhere, but I will build up a big stage show surely when we have had the time and have the economy to do it so as well, of course. That's also a thing to consider. So anyway, I have already built 2 really big crosses out of skulls and shit that we are gonna have on stage,
like
when we have
animal skulls.
Yeah, it's not, it looks like skulls. I've made what is called a mold, and made a big, you try to do as big stage show as possible. It's you will be able to see it because on the limited edition of the album we have a bonus DVD with a first ever concert that we filmed for just to be able to show the fans what we are about live as well.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's a great way. So I have like when you're going through customs and tour, like how do you pass the skulls?
Yeah,
well, in the airport.
Yeah, I have usually, we don't use all the equipment when we travel too far because it's it's the same thing as always, money. You don't have the budget to like rent a truck and drive all through Europe or whatever. So, but in Sweden and places like that, it's no problem, of course. So we don't have that problem yet.
Yeah. I'm sure some religious groups will complain, and but hey, that's black metal,
Yeah,
there's bands that threw like, I don't know, like dead pigs and shit at people. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want no one throwing a dead pig like that. That's a waste for me. I like to eat my pig.
yeah.
That's good, man. So yeah, so the album's gonna be out on May 31st. Where can people pre-order?
They can pre-order from Metal Blade Records, as far as I know. They have there are
All the
some links
variants,
on our homepage, hellbutcher.com. You have links to where to pre-order the album. I know, and there are some different ones from US and UK, Europe. Depends on where you are, but there are different links that you can click on and get.
I'll put the link on the description box so people who want to pre-order the record. So once the record is out, what are the next 3 months for Hellbutcher? What are you like playing festivals, shows? What are the next plans?
Yeah, we're going to do some festival shows now in May, and after that, I got some promotion thing going on. They have a big festival in Sweden called Sweden Rock. I'm gonna be there and do some, promotion for the album, and we have some more gigs coming up. Unfortunately, we released the album like in the almost middle of the summer in here. So
when does summer start in Europe?
the summer is like well, in Sweden it's like from the end of May to the end of July. Then it's winter again.
Then it's winter again. Oh my God! Yeah.
Well, autumn, but it feels like winter all the time, if you ask me. That anyway, we don't have many just a few festival gigs this summer, but we have already started booking for next year.
Okay.
And we also have a tour coming in the end of November. No, October and the beginning of November in Sweden. So at this point, we don't know really very much about what concerts we are going to play because we're working on it right now. Really,
we're scheduling, but
we're scheduling up as good as we can. But we just started working with this stuff. It's been a lot of work with the album and all that shit. So
no, I know there's a lot of the behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind the scenes, it's a lot of work
that people don't see. So Hellbutcher or John, it's been great chatting with you about the debut record, about family,
yeah,
Iron Maiden and everything. So people, the Hellbutcher debut album, it's out on May 31st on Metal Blade Records. If you want to support the band, you can pre-order it then. That helps for shows. So the band can get booked in like good festivals so you can see them live. So anything you would like to say to the fans before we go?
Stay metal.
Yeah. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.